What is good, everybody? This is your guy Manny, and this is the Talking Sports with Manny YouTube channel. So, on this particular video, we're going to maximize how to trade what I call a blind auction. And I joined a league, it was an orphan league. The team had Josh Allen, had a few pieces. I'm going to go over the team in a minute, but I also wanted to show you guys how I'm going to leverage CMC and try to maximize and get the best offer possible. Hence, I've given these guys a time frame. In the next 17 minutes, CMC will be on a new home, but I want to kind of guide you guys through this thing step by step on how I do this. So I'm going to go ahead and run my intro. We're going to go ahead and get this video on and popping. Let's get it. Bloopers, wrong video. Yes, I decided to go live with this, but a lot of you guys are at work right now celebrating the holiday. So a lot of you guys are not going to get on and see this right away. A lot of you guys are going to be seeing the replay. But nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to show you guys the entire process through this now 16-minute process. All right, so I love to use the Sleeper app. So here is the league already queued up. So I'm going to just kind of go over my team. So I took over this orphan team, and I had Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Mike Williams, Christian Watson, Tyler Conklin. Definitely need a upgrade at tight end. So there's been some interesting deals that have come through. And since talking to you guys, 2 more deals have come through. Here's Cam Akers, Kadarius Toney, AJ Dillon, Desmond Ridder. So if you look at the team as constructed right now, you guys can see that I'm not in a win now mode. Like, this team is not a contending team, because at the end of the day, with Desmond Ridder being my number 2 quarterback, that's a problem. That's an issue. So a lot of these deals that I'm going to possibly take is going to be a deal that possibly gets me another quarterback, or I can easily move one of these pieces to get a quarterback. The next player that I'm going to auction is going to be Dalvin Cook, and I might do a separate video later, or I might just drop the results in the description or in a pinned post on this same video. So back to the team. Where is my tab? Okay, back to the team. So when I took over the team, I had Josh Allen, I had Christian McCaffrey, I had Dalvin Cook, Mike Williams, Christian Watson. I already named the team, right? But on the bench, Baker Mayfield, if he becomes a starter, he's decent enough as an upgrade, possibly over Desmond Ridder, to be that second quarterback. If I definitely get a nice tight end, I can work with this team. But at the same time, Mike Williams is my number 1 and Christian Watson is my number 2. It's not a team that's destined to win anything. We don't know what Kadarius Toney is going to become. So when I'm looking at this team, I'm going to break it down just a little bit to then kind of improve it. So guys like Christian McCaffrey could be expendable. He gets me the best value asset to go ahead and improve this team to get that stud wide receiver or get that stud tight end that I'm looking for. Dalvin Cook could be in his last year, especially with the Vikings. So even though I do have an Alexander Madison on my bench, just in case something happens to Dalvin Cook, that's a decent package to kind of use these two to kind of fight and kind of see where I'm going to go. Coming and taking over this team, I have no draft picks in 23 other than the 312, and then I have only a 3rd round pick in 24. So literally, I'm in win now mode regardless, right? So I'm trying to win because I don't have my picks. I've walked into this team. I've taken over this team. Now, this team does have some nice pieces that I'm interested in. It does have a piece like Trey McBride. He's a guy that I'm buying now. He's going to be a guy that produces at a high clip. Trey McBride, you have Cade Otton right here. You have Albert O. I'm going to move him or discard of this guy, but I'm going to wait till the season progresses to kind of see if he's good or not good. Ertz, I might keep him just in case he comes back and he's healthy and he's decent. He will be sharing time with McBride until he's eventually cut, until he definitely sells off into the sunset. Traquan Thornton, he's movable. Nico Collins, he's movable. Marshall, he's movable. I like these young pieces, though. If you're going to have a bench and if you have no draft picks, these are the kind of guys that you kind of want to have on your team. We have 12 minutes to go until I kind of start breaking down these offers. Terrence Marshall, Mooney, Gabe Davis. He's a guy that I'm definitely trying to move right now. If I can get a second for this guy, he is off my team. I'd rather have Khalil Shakur than to have Gabe Davis right now. Slayton, he can go for any third. I've started to label where these players could go and what they can possibly get me. Nico Hardeman and Chuba Hubbard rounds it up. I'm going to throw Zach Wilson into my taxi if it's allowed. But this is a team, it's not bad, but it's not great. It's a team that's a playoff team, but they're going to be right in the middle. I don't see this team as a title contender as of right now. So now, while we were talking, 2 more deals came up. I have 12 minutes on my timer, so I have to move with speed and accuracy at the same time. So the last offer that have just come in was, oh, man, this one right here might be the deal that kind of gets it done. This right here is CMC in a 25-second for Brian Robinson, the 109, and a 24 first. That does it. That seals the deal. That's kind of how you do it. Now, there was an offer that I did like better than this, but this is the offer. This is definitely an offer. So actually, he sent me 2 offers. He's telling me, hey, if I want Christian McCaffrey, he'll do the 109 and he'll do a 24 first. But if I want Brian Robinson, he'll take my 25-second and he'll toss in the Brian Robinson. So either one of these 2 deals are pretty excellent, to be honest. Then he still left up the original deal, which was Christian McCaffrey for Brian Robinson, 109, and the 24-second. So I'm going to go over all these deals with my guy, Shilor. I'm going to call him. He's going to be live listening to all these different offers that I have. And then we're going to kind of go from there. Yes, I definitely love the options that are given to me. And we're going to kind of assess these things because now we have 10 minutes left to go. So now let me call him. He's going to answer. He's going to be live, and we're going to go ahead and get this thing on and popping. This is a masterclass on how to get deals done. Even if he doesn't answer, through the elimination of process, we've talked before. We've had several offers before. I'm saying but yeah, we've had several offers before. We've discussed these offers, and it's always good to kind of get somebody that knows fantasy to kind of discuss offers, look at different things. But this last offer that I just got right now makes the most sense, and I think that he gets this deal. So, yeah, he didn't answer. It's cool. We have 10 minutes. I'm going to kind of go over the rest of these deals. I would love to put these deals on the screen, but for the fact that it has people's names in it, I do not want to expose people's names. But I don't mind doing the chat. The chat is fine. But in terms of exposing people's names and deals, I don't want to do that. I do not rock like that. So let's go ahead and go through these deals. So far, currently, I put this out to the entire league. I had an offer. Wasn't really trying to move CMC, but then now I'm curious to see what I can get, right? So the very first offer that came in was this is what kicked it off. It was not a bad offer. It was Brian Robinson, the 109, a 24-second for Christian McCaffrey. I like this offer. I like this offer. But here's the thing. The very next offer was also a great deal unless the guy backed out. So the very next offer was Jamal Williams, 107 for Christian McCaffrey. Now, I'd rather have 107 than have 109 because at 107, I can do a lot of different things. Charbonnet could be available at 7. I'm very big on Charbonnet. A quarterback could be available at 7, like a Will Levis or Anthony Richardson, right? At the same time, a stud wide receiver like an Addison, or if you like Quentin Johnson. I'm out on Quentin Johnson for right now. I'm not taking Quentin Johnson at a 7, but I'll take him at a 11, right? So at 7, there's lots of different things that you can do. And who knows, maybe one of the top 3 quarterbacks fall to you at 7. You just never know. It's a great spot to be. And then you get Jamal Williams, who is a serviceable back, a guy who can come in right away and perform. But we keep moving. So after that offer, another offer came when I kind of opened it up to everybody else. People started bringing in their offers, and I gave them like a 45-minute window. We're now down to 8 minutes left. And you're going to see what I'm going to do when it's 5 minutes left. This is when it's going to get more crazy, more intensified, more offers come in. I'm saying, hey, if you sent an offer, you might want to send a multiple offer. Maybe I take one of those options. Now, this next offer right here is Miles Sanders, Malik Willis, the 307 and a 24 first. It's not bad, but the 24 first, I don't know what I'm getting. So I'm kind of out on that 24 first. I love Miles Sanders this year, but we're talking about CMC. We're talking about a stud running back right here, a game changer, a guy who can come in and literally change your entire franchise in Dynasty. CMC was the number 2 back last year in Dynasty, in fantasy in general, the number 2 running back, and he did it so smooth, so effortlessly. And he's a guy that if he gets hurt, he still has that injury potential, right? So we're gonna skip on this deal right here for now. Let's go to the next deal. The next deal was a straight up 108 for Christian McCaffrey, straight up. Now, if this guy was to add another starter, maybe a receiver, a nice young receiver that's a starter, then boom, it's a done deal. So it's kind of cool to kind of do some price checks. We're seeing that the value for Christian McCaffrey, who's 26 years old, is literally between the 1.7 to the 1.9 from what these guys are saying. But I'm gonna need 1.7 to 1.9 plus. The very next offer that I received was Jimmy G. This guy knows I need a quarterback. Jimmy G, Antonio Gibson, a 25 second, and a 25 third. This one is by far the worst offer I've received so far. So I'm definitely not taking that offer. The next offer was Christian McCaffrey, and then I get Jeff Wilson and Deebo Samuels. I'm out on that offer. But hey, you gotta shoot your shot. You gotta do your due diligence and things of that nature. The next offer, this guy knows I need a tight end. He's giving me Evan Ingram. He's giving me Kareem Hunt, who doesn't have a home yet. Romeo Doubs with Jordan Love, just his value just kind of goes down, right? And then also a 24 first. But the thing is, I don't know where this 24 first lands. If I'm helping you to get better, there's a chance that 24 first is not a good 24 first. Speaking of it, Shilora is calling me right now. Hey, brother, you are on speaker, and number 2, you are live on the show as we speak. What's good, bro?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm doing a live stream right now, breaking down the offers that have come in. I'm gonna go over these offers with you real quick, but before then is the 5-minute mark. I'm gonna let these guys know the 5-minute mark. Any last offers? That's kind of how to get these guys engaged. All 5-minute mark. Any last minute offers? So before we spoke before, remember we had that deal that we liked.
The original one with Jamal Williams.
Yeah, Jamal Williams in the 107, right?
Yes, sir.
Would you believe me if I told you that a better deal has come through the table?
I believe it, man. So right. What is the better deal?
All right, so here's the better deal right here. This deal, he gave me 2 options. The 109 and the 24 first for Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, I like that.
Okay. Then the same guy sent another deal, and he said he'll give me the 109, the 24 first, Brian Robinson for Christian McCaffrey in a 25 second.
That's the one right there.
That's the one.
The
That's the one. So now that we've gotten the best deal, and this was the last deal to come in. The last deal was the best deal. I've hit everybody up in the chat, letting them know, hey, we got 5 minutes. Make your best offer, because in the next 5 minutes, I'm pulling the trigger on this offer. So it was amazing that the same guy who sent the first offer, right? After putting this to the market to everybody, he's like, wait a minute. And you called it. You said that somebody could come in and offer something more. And the same guy who had the good offer at the beginning, which was 109, Brian Robinson, and a 24 second, now ends up coming back with 2 offers, giving me Brian Robinson and 2 firsts, or 2 firsts and CMC. And to gain, if anybody's going to sell you Brian Robinson right now for 25 seconds, you go ahead and do it, because that just makes too much sense. Yes, you can say, oh, 25 second, but you're trying to build. By the time you get to 25, you should have a good team. I should have a good team. That should be 212.
Yes, sir.
That's the goal. So when you can gain another guy here, because we're not necessarily trying to break this team up from not competing. What I'm simply trying to do is to retool. So you get a Brian Robinson, you can stick him into your lineup. This is a guy that's capable of getting you 10 to 15 points, even if Washington drafts another guy. This is a guy who is a goal line back similar to Jamal Williams, a lot younger. And then I get 109 to where I can still navigate and still grab another running back or another receiver or even a tight end if I chose, being that this is a tight end premium league, I believe. So this is a good time right now. With 2 minutes left. I'm going to put in one emoji. So the last thing I'm going to do at the 2 minute mark is put a emoji. That's it.
Very cool.
At this point, they already know what it is. They know that I mean serious business, and they know that I'm going to take an offer. So right now, okay, another offer comes in. Another offer comes in, and this offer right here looks pretty good as well. So let's assess this. This is the same guy. You can tell he wants CMC so bad. So here's his last and final offer. He's sending me 109, 24 first, 24 second, but then it's CMC and a 25 second. What do you like better? The Brian Robinson?
Give me the Brian Robinson.
Same.
So that way I can go ahead and grab somebody else.
Same.
That's viable for my team right now.
Exactly. So this guy is smart. He sent 4 offers. I'm going to pull up his offer right now. I'm not putting any of the players' names on the screen because I don't want to, blast people or whatever. So I just kind of have my screen open with just the league page. The chat is open, but it just is what it is with the chat. So we got 1 minute left to go, literally like less than a minute. And once that time goes off, boom, I hit accept on that offer with Brian Robinson. I'm excited for this. And I'm definitely going to do another auction like this, but it's going to be far less attractive. The next guy I'm going to put out as a live auction to trade is a Dalvin Cook. Now, I'm not going to give up Madison. The goal is to trade Dalvin Cook. You keep Madison, and then you kind of hope that something comes out of the whole thing, right? So now we are at the 5 o'clock mark. This was a beautiful thing. We had 10 offers come in.
Wow.
10 offers. So it's now time to click CMC and a 25. But before I do this, let me check my chat just in case one last trade comes in. Okay, no other trade have come in. So we're going to take that Brian Robinson. It's Brian Robinson, 109 and a 24 first for CMC and a 25 second. Hitting accept. Boom. Done deal. And my timer goes off. That's how we do this. So I got somebody in the chat. Dylan says, how many years has your dynasty been going on? So in this particular league, I think it's in year 2. I came in as a orphan manager. Somebody wanted to blow up the team and kind of mess everything up, something like that. So when I came in, I took over a team that had no owner. I said, I'm coming in to restore order to the league. So the league is in year 2, but this is my first year. I just came in. I'm coming in. I have no second quarterback. I have no tight end. I have some holes. So the best piece for me to trade, not Josh Allen, was a Christian McCaffrey. So at the end of the day, I'm getting 2 firsts for Christian McCaffrey and a starter or a flex guy in Brian Robinson. I definitely love how that turned out. I'm definitely going to mortgage the next player right now, and then I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. So let me go ahead and let them know, say, hey, got Dalvin Cook. So I'm expecting possibly a first. If I get any 23 firsts for Dalvin Cook, he's gone. For me personally, I'm willing to sell Dalvin Cook in this league for one, even if it's 111, 112. I'm willing to get younger with Dalvin Cook because I don't know what happens. And I'm going to try my best to hit on that next pick, which is 111 or 112. So let me go ahead and mortgage him out there and then kind of see what happens. So this guy says, I did pay way more than anyone else, or was it close? I'm going to say, man, it was like, I'm going to say you had a great offer, but there were many great offers I received. It was because that 107 was very, very close. I received 10 offers total. I'm going to say Dalvin Cook on the block is on the block. All send offers. So now some guys are going to be mad, like, oh, I offered this, I offered that. But this was the highest offer.
Yeah.
If you're offering me players, if you're offering me players like one guy offered me Evan Ingram and this guy and that guy, I wasn't interested. So now let me see what these guys are saying. It says, post-game interview, how are you feeling? What happens? It says, man's willing and dealing. Yeah, they like that I'm willing and dealing. I'm going to say Dalvin Cook moves in 1 hour.
There you go.
Yep. Say all Dalvin Cook moves in 1 hour.
Perfect.
Yeah, somebody's going to be interested.
How did you feel about the strategy, man? Did you like my idea here as kind of going forward?
I loved it, man. I loved it, and I will definitely use it going forward. I will definitely put players on a block. Or if I receive an offer that I like, I'll definitely put the guy on the block, give him a time frame. And when you give him that time frame, the deals come in, flooding. And what tends to happen is that, like you said, even the original deal, if the guy wants him bad enough, he's going to send multiple offers. And he did. He sent 4 of the 10 offers. Mm-hmm. So it's a beautiful thing to watch. And I took one of his 4 offers. So one guy says that I'm the opposite of blank. The blank is the guy that left the league, the guy that kind of ruined the league. The guy that ruined the league sold all these players, right, at a loss. So what I'm doing is I'm going to sell these players individually for a gain.
Exactly.
So that's kind of how it goes. Let me see if any other offers have come in. So they're even liking the strategy. One guy said, man, I like how you operate. This is different. So a lot of times people don't see a lot of differences in your leagues because you have to create that excitement. You have to create that vibe. So for me, I knew what I was going to do. I told these guys what I was going to do, and I did it exactly at that 5 o'clock mark. So now the next time when I say this guy is going at this time, best offer wins, I mean it. Now, when you do something like this, if you don't see an offer that you like, you don't have to then take the deal. You can say, hey, this is what I was trying to do. No good offers came in. This player stays. Eventually, if somebody wants that player, they're going to come. Now, obviously, Dalvin Cook doesn't have much of a market right now. So what's going to happen is the offers are going to be low. But like I said, if I get any 23 first, Dalvin Cook is off my team. Somebody might say, "What? Hey, but Manny, 110 to 112 is not worth a Dalvin Cook." Might not be, but guess what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go younger and get an asset that's going to appreciate rather than keeping an asset that's going to depreciate. Any thoughts, Lord, before I go ahead and end the stream?
No, I just want to kind of walk through that. I think activity in your league is always big. So you want to actually generate that as much as possible. So kind of having those conversations out. So when you're able to do that, man, it really shuts it down and it really sets a great precedent as you go forward. But then also like being a man of your word, like I think that's the big part, right? So not trying to overdo it. I think you did an amazing job with it. Now you're probably going to spark more engagement in your leagues, which should be really fun.
Good deal. Good deal. I'm also going to try this in one of my other leagues. Put out a player that I really like that I don't mind moving. And if the offers are great, then hey, that guy will be on somebody else's team. So guys, appreciate you guys hopping on the stream. This is the Talking Sports with Manny YouTube channel. Be sure to follow, like, subscribe to the channel, but also check out our Dynasty pod, Dynasty Overload, the fantasy podcast. Catch you guys on that next stream. I'm out. Peace.